Girls, today let us discuss about the structure of human male reproductive system. Human male reproductive system comprises of a pair of testes, a pair of epididymis, a pair of vasa differentia, a pair of ejaculatory ducts, urethra, penis, and accessory sex glands. Testis. Testis is considered as the primary sex organs because they are responsible for the production of sperms. They are also responsible for the secretion of testosterone hormone, which is required or very important for spermatogenesis, that is the production of sperms. Testes, as you can see, it is oval shaped. They are paired and they are extra abdominal organs, that is, they are situated in the pelvic region. Both the testes are situated or sits in a pouch-like structure, as you can see here, known as scrotum. It is the folded skin which hangs behind the male external genitalia or penis. Scrotum plays a very important role in spermatogenesis. For spermatogenesis, the temperature required is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, not body temperature. Hence, scrotum maintains the sperms within this temperature. Hence, scrotum acts as thermoregulator. Next, testis. Testes are oval-shaped structure, pink in color, soft and smooth. They are the primary sex organs which are enclosed within three protective layers. The first protective layers which encloses or protect the testis, as you can see here, is known as tunica albuginea. The tunica albuginea is a dense fibrous coat. The tunica albuginea itself is lined by another layer which is known as tunica vasculosa. The tunica vasculosa is a thin, loose, connective tissue with abundant blood vessels. The testis, as you can see, is enclosed within the tunica albuginea. Also, outside the tunica albuginea, the entire testis is enveloped within another protective tissue which is known as tunica albuginea. Tunica albuginea is nothing but the extension of peritoneal layer which lines the coelom of our body. So peritoneum extends from the abdominal region into the pelvic region and surrounds the testis, as you can see here, and it is known as tunica albuginea. Next, if longitudinal section of testis is done, you will see that around 250 compartments, 250 to 300 compartments are seen. Circular or oval-shaped compartments are seen. These compartments are known as testicular lobules. Testicular lobules. Each compartment or each testicular lobules comprises of 1 to 4 number of highly convoluted or highly coiled tubules, which are known as seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules play a very important role because these are the tubules where actually formation of sperms take place. Next, as you can see, the seminiferous tubules, they converge at the end to form tubuli recti. This tubuli recti then joins a network structure. This structure is known as rete testis. It is known as rete testis. This rete testis then joins some straight tubules, as you can see. These tubules are known as vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia. The vasa efferentia then comes out of the envelopes or the testis and joined a highly convoluted tubule, as you can see here, epididymis. The epididymis is highly coiled structure. Is a highly coiled structure which is placed above the testis, as you can see here. Then this epididymis is further divided into 3 parts. The first part is the head region, the second part is the body, and the last part it is the tail or cauda. Hence they are known as the head part, it is known as caput epididymis or head of epididymis. The middle part it is known as corpus epididymis or body, and the last part it is known as cauda or tail of epididymis. This epididymis plays a very important role because at this part, the sperms, the mature sperms are stored temporarily before they are released. Also, the head part of the epididymis is important because here the sperm becomes mature and its motility improves. Next, the epididymis, as you can see, finally converge and thin down and joins a coiled at first and straight tube that is known as vasa differentia or vas deferens. The vas deferens enters into the abdominal region, as you can see here, folds above the urinary bladder here and joins the duct of seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle is the accessory sex glands and form a narrow tube-like structure which is known as ejaculatory duct. The ejaculatory duct then joins the tube urethra, which is coming from the urinary bladder. The urethra passes through the external genitalia of the male, that is penis. So we can see that the urethra is the common passage for sperms as well as urine. Now, before going to the penis, let us little bit study about the seminiferous tubule. You have already seen the seminiferous tubules which are present in the testicular lobules. Now, the transverse section of seminiferous tubule will show that it is lined by a layer of cuboidal germinal epithelium. In between the cuboidal germinal epithelium, certain triangular or pyramidal shaped cells are also present. They are known as Sertoli cells. This cuboidal germinal epithelium undergoes repeated mitotic division to form a large number of cells. These cells then further undergo meiotic division to form the sperms. Here we can see the different stages of spermatogenesis. Next, the Sertoli cells, they act as nurse cells because they provide nourishment to the developing sperm cells. They not only help in the nourishment of the developing sperm cells, but they also act as phagocytes. That we will discuss in the next chapter when we will study about the structure of sperms or spermatogenesis. In the middle of the seminiferous tubule, a space is present or a cavity is present which is known as lumen. The sperms after maturation travels to the different secondary sex organs or the ducts through this lumen. Next, we will discuss a little bit about the penis or the male external genitalia. The penis is an external intromittent organ through which the urethra runs. It contains 3 columns of spongy tissue, 2 corpus cavernosum and 1 corpus spongiosum, which surrounds the urethra. The spongy tissues has abundant blood sinuses that are normally empty and collapsed. During copulation, blood rushes through the sinuses, thereby making or erecting the penis, ready for penetration and release of sperms into the vagina. The tip of the penis is enlarged to form a soft and highly sensitive glans penis, which remains covered by a loose retractable fold of skin that is known as foreskin. Next, let us go to the accessory sex glands. Here we can see the accessory sex glands. So, the accessory sex glands, you will find a pair of seminal vesicles, a prostate gland, and a pair of bulbourethral gland. These glands secrete certain slimy, viscous secretions which are very important. It acts as lubricant, it acts as buffer, it acts as or you can say it supplies nourishment to the mature sperms. So let us see first seminal vesicles. The seminal vesicles are present behind the urinary bladder, as you can see here, and their secretion contain spermatozoa, fructose, ascorbic acid, a coagulating enzyme, prostaglandin, and several proteins. Fructose provide energy to the spermatozoa for swimming. The prostaglandins stimulate the contraction in the female reproductive tract and help in the meeting of sperm and ovum in the oviduct. Their duct joins the vasa differentia, here we can see, to form a small tube that is known as ejaculatory duct. The ejaculatory duct at the end, it bulges and it is known as ampulla, which joins the urethra. Now, next is the prostate gland. It is large, chestnut-shaped, spongy and lobulated gland which surrounds the anterior part of the urethra. It secretes a thin milky, slightly acidic fluid which is discharged into the prosthetic part of the urethra. It contains subcitrate, a sperm nutrient, and anticoagulant enzymes. This secretion nourishes and activates the spermatozoa to swim. Next, Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland. A pair of pea seed-sized gland which is present just below the prostate gland. They secrete alkaline mucus which is discharged into the membranous part of urethra. The mucus coats the urethra before sperms are released. The mucus neutralizes any acidic urine remaining in the urethra. Thank you.